He outspeeds me. It's going to be a roll if I actually live a Terra Star Storm, and I don't know if I actually want to risk that. Here's the Aqua Jet. It doesn't even kill. It does nothing. That was helping and boost, and it didn't do anything. Holy fuck, that's bad. So I lived. I actually lived, so I could have went for Barb Barrage there, unfortunately, but the poison does take him out here. So technically, the Quillfish got a kill on a Terrapagos. Where are you going to see that? The Quillfish getting the kill on the Terrapagos. Overquill actually got recently introduced with Pokemon Legends Arceus. It's in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, but actually also means that Quillfish is able to hold the Eviolite now, meaning that it actually gets better defensive stats. So there's actually a Regulation F team around Quillfish and a bunch of other really cool stuff that I kind of wanted to feature for you guys today. It's a team by Ricky Pandera. If you guys want to use this team, rental code up in the corner. I'll have a pokepaste for this team down below. I see this team and there's a lot of really cool stuff I wanted to use on here. Mainly the Quillfish. I haven't seen Quillfish at all. We'll see if it's for a reason. I don't think it's incredibly good. It might be better than stuff that we've recently featured. If you guys missed some of my more recent stuff that we featured, I had a really awful team around Magmortar. Like, I wouldn't say the team was really awful, but like Magmortar itself is pretty awful, and we had a team around that. And we also featured a team built around Weirdeer recently, which you guys seem to like. So, if you guys want to check those videos out. Will Quillfish be as bad as both of those mons, or will it somehow be better? I'm going to kind of make a little bit of a prediction right now. I think it's going to be doing a little bit more than both of those Pokemon. I think it's overall, at least the typing itself, just by the typing alone, I think it's a lot better. Dark Poison is a really good typing. So, at least I wouldn't say, I guess it's okay offensively, but defensively, I think you're only like weak to ground, which is not really too bad. So, let's kind of talk a little bit about this team, and they're going to hop in some games. This team's around the Quillfish, which actually has the Eviolite with the Intimidate, which is kind of cool. You have Barb Barrage, which I think actually if you poison, I think it's a 50% chance to poison. If you poison, it does double damage, which is kind of cool. You have the Taunt, and you have the Icy Wind for support. It's mainly a supportive mod for this team. It's to come in to get Intimidate, stay on the field, and just throw out Barb Barrage, get toxic damage, kind of taunt stuff, and kind of do some small chip damage. That's kind of what it really does on this team. So we got the Sylveon with the Terra Fire Throat Spray. I haven't used Sylveon in quite a while. Seeing it on this team, kind of wanted to use it. It has Quick Attack as well, which is really interesting. I haven't seen Quick Attack on Sylveon, but it does make sense because it is pixelated boosted. So got the AV Terra Grass Heatran with the Terra Blast, kind of a standard Heatran set. Leftovers Terra Fire Gastrodon with Yawn and just full coverage with Ice Beam and Earth Power. No Water move, which is a little bit interesting. I'm not sure if we'll see how that actually does, but usually you want to run a Water move on Gastro, even if it's just like Muddy Water. I got the Citrus Berry Zapdos. That's more of a supportive set with the Helping Hand, kind of cool. And then you have Mousehole with the Wide Lens Terra Normal Population Bomb. We're going to see how that actually does. I haven't seen offensive Mousehole in a long time. The only Mousehole I've really seen recently is the typical like supportive Friend Guard sets with Follow Me and Beat Up and all that type of stuff. No really offensive Mousehole sets, which I think is kind of really underrated currently. Kind of falling under the radar. Catches a lot of people off guard, so we're going to see how that does. But overall, pretty cool team. A lot of really cool stuff on here that you don't really see that much. Not really like, it's going to be one of more of the teams that's kind of more of like a really underdog type team in my opinion. Because there's really not like many like top usage type stuff on here. I think like the most common thing maybe on here is maybe even like the Heatran or maybe the Sylveon. Apart from that, you don't really see a lot of these Pokemon being used currently that much. I guess maybe Mousehole once in a while, but kind of some more underused type stuff on this team. Let's hop in some battles. Alright, we're here with the game. You know, it's not going to be a match on the casual ladder going against a team of legendaries. You just can't have that, especially with a team that overall really isn't the greatest into a lot of legendaries. I think this team might struggle a little bit with this team. My point is the Grass-type Ogerpon, Terrapagos, King Gambit, Dialga, Dragonite, and Charizard. So I think if I'm the opponent, I think he 100% brings either the Ogerpon or the King Gambit. Unfortunately, being that I have Intimidate, I don't really want to give them a +2 boost for free. So I think for this match, I don't really want to bring the Quillfish, or at least lead with it for this game. It doesn't look too bad into his team, though. I mean, it ain't too bad into him. I might actually bring it, just not as a lead. I think I should bring Heatran. Heatran looks really good here. Incredibly good versus him. Especially Terra Grass. Terra Grass looks really good. I think I bring Heatran. I think I leave Zapdos, Heatran here. I'm going to bring the Quillfish in the back. I don't know, I think the Gastro. I think he's going to bring Ogerpon, so I think the Gastro's a no-go here, unfortunately. I know he has a lot of stuff that walls normal types too, so I can't really bring the Mousehold here. I think I'm kind of forced to bring Sylveon. That's my last mon, because the Mousehold just gets walled by a Dialga and King Gambit here, so... If he does bring both of those, I'm assuming he's probably going to either bring Dialga or, like, the King Gambit. One of them is going to be coming to this game. Like, it just doesn't do anything. If you guys like the videos, leave a like, subscribe, share the video. Really appreciate it. Lets me know you guys are liking the videos. I'll keep on bringing them you guys' way. So he actually does bring Ogerpon. I'm glad I never led with the Quillfish, because otherwise I would give him a free Defiant boost here. Heatran looks really good here, though. I think the only drawback is if he has, like, I think Ogerpon gets Stomping Tantrum. That might be a little bit of a problem here, but... I mean, I can still go Terra Grass here, which I think I'm going to do. I think Terra Grass is really good here. I think go Terra Grass, Heat Wave. I just Heat Wave here, and then what I do... I could go Hurricane, which ain't bad here, but I think it's Helping Hand. I wish this Zapdos actually had Tailwind. He's going to switch. Something's taking a Heat Wave. What is going to be taking a Heat Wave? A Helping Hand boosted Heat Wave. Oh, you ain't going to want to take this, bud. You ain't going to want to take this. I actually kind of regret going into a Grass type here because he can actually outspeed me and go for Hurricane on this next turn. Or like Air Slash, and that should do a fuck ton to me. Even though I'm a Assault Vest, it should do a fuck ton of damage. He actually has a low kick, so I'm glad I went Terra. Glad I went Terra, because that probably would have one-shotted me. One-shots the Ogerpon, that's huge. So getting the Ogerpon out here is good for the Quillfish, so now I don't have to really worry about Defiant anymore, so if I really want to, I can swap the Quillfish in for free. Unless he has King Gambit in the back. What is his other mon? Yeah, he has King Gambit, so... He just brought both, actually. No Dialga, either. Kinda interesting. I think I just Heat Wave here. I'm going to Heat Wave here again, and instead of going for Helping Hand on this turn, I'm just going to go for Thunderbolt, because I think it's a speed tie. I think a Thunderbolt from this raid should one-shot the Charizard, and it does, so... I just need to get the King Gambit out of here, and then I'm going to try to swap into the Quillfish and try to at least do something. So how much this actually does. It just straight up one-shots him. The Zapdos and the Heatran are just destroying this guy's team. That was maybe a speed tie there as well. I'm not sure the build on the Zapdos. I have to check the EVs, but that could have been a speed tie there, so we might have just won the speed tie. So he has Terrapagos here. I don't know, I'm just going to Heat Wave again. I'm just going to keep on going for Heat Wave, and then I'm going to swap into the Quillfish here and try to do something with Quillfish. I think he actually goes Terra here, but like being able to get the attack drop would be pretty good. Yeah, he's going to go Terra. So it's going to be a 4v1 versus the Terrapagos. Can we win a 4v1 versus this? I do have Taunt too, so like if he tries to set up Calm Mind, I can go for a Taunt. Just depends on what he's running on this thing. He has Terra Starstorm, so... I'm not sure if that's a physical or a special move. See how much this actually does. It does a solid amount of damage. Heat Wave does a solid amount too. No burn. I think what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna start going for Flash Cannon. That way I have a chance to lower his special defense here. And then I'm gonna go for Barb Barrage, which actually has a chance to poison. So that's what I'm gonna do here. No Spidef drop. I should be able to take 2 more of these though, because I have AV. Yeah, is that a crit or is you just get a high roll? You got a high roll. Got the highest of rolls there, because there was a chance I could have lived that with how much damage the last one did. Can I get a poison here? I got the poison, nice. So at least the Quillfish is trying to 1v1 the Terrapagos here, y'all. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go into the Zapdos, and I'm going to Helping Hand boost this Quillfish. We're going to have this Quillfish take down the Terrapagos. We're going Helping Hand boost. I should be able to live a Terra Starstorm here. I mean, I can go for Aqua Jet too. Doesn't Aqua Jet actually take him out from this range? Maybe it does. Actually, I might actually just go for Aqua Jet. I'm a helping hand boost Aqua Jet here, and we're going to see if that actually kills him. Because he outspeeds me. It's going to be a roll if I actually live a Terra Star Storm, and I don't know if I actually want to risk that. Here's the Aqua Jet. It doesn't even kill. It does nothing. That was helping hand boost, and it didn't do anything. Holy fuck, that's bad. But I lived. I actually lived, so I could have went for Barb Barrage there, unfortunately, but the poison does take him out here. So technically, the Quillfish got a kill on a Terrapagos. Where are you going to see that? The Quillfish getting the kill on the Terrapagos. It actually did more than like the Magmortar, and I think like a lot of the other bad mons I've recently featured in one game already, so. Granted, it had a little bit of help there from the Zapdos and stuff, but and the Heatran with some chip damage. I think if he would have brought Dialga there, I would have had a little bit worse of a matchup too. I don't know why he didn't bring Dialga. Kind of weird, but let's hop into another match. Alright, we got another game. One is a pretty unique team. He has the Chien-Pao, Annihilate, Skeledirge, Raichu, Goldengo, and Ogerpon Fire. So, I think Heatran. This is another match where Heatran just looks so damn good. Like, what does he have for a Assault Vested Heatran? Like, he has nothing, I think, apart from, like, the Annihilate. Like, what does he even really have here? I don't know. I think what I actually do is isolate Sylveon Heatran. Like, the combo of Sylveon Heatran is just so fucking good here. Like, crazy good versus him. He's either forced to, like, Terra or, like, I don't even know. This will run more of like a bulky build in this. I'm not sure. If you guys want to know the exact EVs, I think they should be in the pokepaste. I'm not sure on the exact EV numbers for some of these builds, but they should be optimized to get like the most value for like what the mon's supposed to do on this team. So it's not like it's just a bunch of random EVs for no reason. They all have like a place to be on a lot of these mods. What else do I bring here? I think actually with the Quillfish ain't bad here. I think he might bring in the Annihilate, but like versus a lot of other stuff on his team, the Quillfish ain't too bad. And then I'm going to try to bring the Mousehold here. I think Mousehold looks pretty good into his team. Apart from the Goldengo and the Heatran, but if everything goes correctly, I have two of the best checks for those. So I shouldn't have to really worry about him if he does bring both. He actually leads double fire type. Kinda interesting here. Does the Ogerpon actually, does he have like low kick or does he have stomping tantrum is the question here. Because at least recently a lot of the Heart Flame Ogerpons, they're usually running either Swords Dance or Follow Me as like their last move, and then they're running either like Wood Hammer or Leech or Horn Leech, and then Ivy Claw, Joe, and Spiky Shield. So a lot of them kind of dropped their coverage for either Sword Stance or Follow Me recently, so I don't know, we're going to find out here. If he has Stomping Tantrum, though, or like any coverage, like I'm probably getting one-shotted here. I think what I do here is I actually want to Terra Fire the Sylveon. I'm gonna go for Earth Power on the Skeledirge here. And then I'm gonna Terra Fire the Sylveon to try to get my boost. He's gonna go Terra. So if he's +1 Terra, if he has like even low kick at +1, I think one shots each run. So what does he have for me here? This is good too because now he's actually weak to ground type moves, so I'm able to go for Earth Power on this next turn. I'm assuming he's going after the Sylveon because like he can't touch the Heatran with a fire type move, or he gives me a free boost. With his +1 superpower, I just get one-shotted by that. I'm surprised this guy is even running superpower because, like I said, a lot of the Ogerpons don't even run much coverage. They just run double stab. Surprising. Oh, I mean, I get a free switch into Quillfish now, though. That's one good thing. Plus, I get my Throat Spray boost here, which should do some more damage on this next turn. So I get a free switch into the Quillfish here, get an Intimidate off on the Ogerpon. The only shitty thing is, like, the Quillfish doesn't have any water-type moves apart from Aqua Jet, and, like, Aqua Jet ain't doing shit here, so... Like, I'm kind of just going to be coming in here and trying to go for Icy Wind. You had to go trying to go for Barb Barrage, just try to get a poison on something here. I don't want to go for Icy Wind either because he does have Annihilate in the back. So if he goes into the Annihilate on an Icy Wind, then I'm going to give him a free boost. I don't really want to do that either. So I think I'm just going to go for Barb Barrage here onto the Ogerpon, and then I'm just going to go for Hyper Voice here again. It's at +1 now, so I should do a lot more damage. Yes, this guy he's running Terra Blast Fire over Ivy Cudgel. Why? Why would you ever run Terra Blast Fire over Ivy Cudgel, which is one of the best fire moves in the entire game? That does a lot of damage because he had -1 defense. I got the poison too. He does not like the Quillfish. He just doubles into the Quillfish. I'm eating everything though. This has a chance to kill from this range, and it does, so... I don't know, you guys are probably just as, like, flabbergasted as I am. We're seeing this guy run Terra Blast Fire on Ogerpon. I've never seen that up until now, so there's always a first for everything. I really don't know why. Like, I think Ivy Cudgel's base 100 power, plus it has a high crit chance. I don't know why you would ever... Why would you ever run that over Ivy Cudgel? I don't know. He has Golden Go too, that's kind of bad. What do I have in the back again? I have the Mouse Hold, so that's kind of bad. I have Terra Fire though, so I have Terra Blast here, which I can try to do some stuff with. Do I go for Aqua Jet here? I don't know. Because the Skeletor is at +1 now. I can try to go for Barb Barrage, try to get a poison, which I think is a little bit better here. And then I'm going to go for the Terra Blast. I'm at +1, so he has Power Gem. Does this kill me? It almost does. Okay. Can I get a poison, please? No poison. Oh, no, that's not good. He misses the Fire Blast, though, so that's huge. Kind of makes up for the no poison there. Just has to kill the Golden Go, otherwise I'm going to be in a bad spot. Okay. I was going to say, I don't know. I'm kind of underestimating Sylveon. I'm at +1 special attack, so... So the Mouse Hold's looking pretty good here. Like, the only main problem is the Skeledirge. I just need a lot of damage on the Skeledirge yet, but whatever his last mon is, it can't be too bad here. He didn't even bring the Annihilate, so that's perfect. No Annihilate here. I kind of want to actually switch the Quillfish out just to try to get an Intimidate off, but at the same time, I don't want the Mouse Hold taking damage. So I do have, I actually only have Population Bomb as well, so... I think I have to really target into the Skeledirge here, unfortunately. That's kind of what I have to do. I could go for Protect here as well. I don't know how much an Aqua Jet's really going to do to him. I know, does Quick Attack... I'm gonna Protect here, because I want to see what he wants to do to me. I want to see if he goes for Sucker Punch, or if he's just going to... What he's going to do here. That does the okay amount of damage. I wish I had a Poison on him, though. Oh, he's Sacred Sword. I don't know if a Sacred Sword will actually kill me from this range. Fire Blast, I should live. I don't live. I don't live. I forgot he's at like +1 or +2 now. I'm gonna go to the Mouse Hold here. I think the Mouse Hold, I don't know if it outspeeds the Chien-Pao here, which is kind of the only bad thing. I could go for Follow Me here and hope that the Sylveon can like take out both of these mons, which I think I'm going to try to do here. I'm going to go for Follow Me. I don't know if the Sylveon has enough to really take it. I think he might, if he Sash, actually if he Sash, that might lose me the game. I think what I'm going to do here is I'm going to Population Bomb. I should be able to outspeed the Skeledirge, and then I'm just going to go for Hyper Voice here. I outspeed the Chien-Pao, okay. How do I outspeed you, bud? You were base 130, I'm base like 111 or 112. I don't know how I outspeed him. Unless he's not running max speed for some reason, I have no idea why he would ever I mean, this is the same guy that's also running Terra Blast Fire on Ogre Pond, so I wouldn't put it past him to have some crazy, weird EV builds. Bad though, didn't think that was going to kill the Scarlet, but it did. Another solid dub. We're doing pretty good. Like, I'll give this team credit. Like, we're doing really good here. That's 2 in a row now. Same with the Quillfish. The Quillfish is actually putting in a little bit of work in these matches. Like, both these games, the Quillfish at least does something. Whether it's even just like an Intimidate or like at least some chip damage, at least does something. So, I'll see you guys in another match. Alright, we're here with one final match. We're going against a really cool Sun team. Really, really cool team. Hopefully this guy doesn't rage quit on me, because I want to hopefully throw this one into the video, is how cool this guy's team is. He has Grimmsnarl, Meowstic, Ninetales, Darkspun, Venusaur, and Leavanny. I don't think I've even seen Leavanny being used at all. Especially for doubles. So that's a new one. What do I bring here? I think Heatran's a no-brainer here. Heatran is so good into him. Especially Terra Grass Heatran, so he can't put me to sleep. It's just so good. Heatran looks really good here. What else do I want to bring? Quillfish, unfortunately, doesn't really do that much here, unfortunately. I guess for the Darkspun, it ain't too bad. Really, like, he doesn't really have that many physical attackers on his team, so... I'm gonna bring it anyways, though, because I think over a few other things on the team, it could be... actually worth. I'm gonna bring the Maushold, looks pretty good here. I kind of want to bring the Gastrodon, which ain't too bad, but I think Zapdos is a little bit better here. Just mainly because I think the flying coverage versus him is a little bit better than the having to waste a Terra on the Gastrodon to not get hit by some grass type moves. I think if I want a Terra here, I'm probably going to Terra either the Heatran or maybe the Maushold, depends on what he has. So I get the Intimidate off on the Grimmsnarl. It's not the worst thing ever. I just don't know what he really does here. Like, what, are you going to set up screens and then go for a sunny day? He has double Prankster here. I'm just going to go for Heat Wave. I don't know what he wants to do to me. I actually can go for Taunt too. I'm going to go for Taunt on the Meowstic. He's actually double Prankster with double screens turn 1. Okay. So only one of these mons, though, can actually have Light Clay. I actually get a burn, a clutch burn. One of these mons can only have Light Clay, though. This one's Fuzzy Lum. He's eject button. That's really weird. I'm assuming probably the Meowstic probably has Light Clay. What are you going to eject button out into, bud? Ninetales? Zara, Ninetales. There it is. Get the Taunt off here. I don't know what Ninetales does versus me. I like, unless he's Terra Ground, Terra Blast, like there's no way he one-shots me here. I just go for Earth Power, just get some crazy damage off here. And then I can maybe either go for Barb Barrage here, or I could try to go for Icy Wind speed drops. I think I just try to go for the poison on something though. Actually, I'm gonna go for Icy Wind. That way I can just kind of spam Heat Wave if I really want to. And he also might switch the Meowstic out into the Venusaur here, because he also might just be running like a one with like 4 moves that aren't attacking moves. He actually has Fire Spin. Fire Spin Ninetales, okay. Shadow Ball, I'm Assault Vested, I'm gonna eat this. That does 20 damage, that's nothing. Even behind a screen, that's a 2-hit KO. It legit does like probably like 1 damage to him, and it does nothing. Especially with the screen, it does 0. I don't know, I think I just go for Earth Power here again, just to get the Ninetales out of here. I'm gonna go for Barb Barrage on this next turn to try to get some chip damage with Poison. I just want to make it so he can't set up the sun. Like, if I can stall his sun turns out, that way, like, if he has Venusaur or Leavanny in the back, then, like, he just can't do anything with him. I get the poison. That's huge. Quillfish putting in the work in this match. With the Intimidate on the Grimmsnarl earlier, too, which didn't matter that much, but still. Grimmsnarl. I don't know what this thing even does. Like, he's burned. I don't know what he does. Like, I'm gonna go for a Heat Wave, and in the sun, like, it's gonna do a fuck ton of damage. And I'm just gonna go for Barb Barrage here again. Actually, I can actually go for Taunt. I'm gonna go for Taunt here, actually. Outspeed. I get the kill on the Meowstic just because I'm in the sun, I think. Otherwise, I think he would have lived. Like, what is his last mon? Like, I don't know what he really has here. Like, he has nothing for Heatran. I think the main huge thing with my opponent's team that he's just really weak to, he had one of the worst matchups ever, and he's happened to go against a team that has Heatran, which is this team. His team is so damn weak to Heatran, it's not even funny. Like, look at his entire team. Like, what does he have for Heatran, like, that actually does anything? And, like, I guess you can say maybe, like, Iron Defense, or, like, Well-Baked Body, Dock Spun, but even then, like, if you want to do decent damage with Body Press, you gotta get to at least +2. And you gotta waste a Terra, otherwise you probably get two-shotted by, like, Flash Cannon from the Heatran, so... Like, he legit has nothing for Heatran. My opponent's team is just so weak to this mon. I think that's kind of what the overall thing with this match really is. I just Heat Wave here. He's forced to Terra if he wants to live. And then I'm just gonna go for Icy Wind. Is he Terra Ground? If he's Terra Ground, he has a chance to maybe stay in the game. We'll find out. He's Terra Fire, so... I mean, he'll leave a Heat Wave here, but... Oh, he has Growth. I forgot he still has double screens up, too. So he can maybe do something with double screens. I think actually his only way to actually win is, like, just go for Growth until he gets to maybe, like, +4. But, like, at the same time, like, and now his speed is lowered, so... I don't know. He has Growth. Like, what is his other two moves? If he has, like, a Grass move and a Sludge and a Poison type move, he still doesn't touch Heatran. He has to have either, like, unless he has, like, Sleep Powder, but I don't know. We'll find out right now. I'm just gonna go for Barb Barrage to go for a Poison here. He has Weather Ball. I have the Flash Fire. Yeah, that's game. I don't think he has anything to touch me. He's probably running either, like... He's probably running, like, Roll. He could have Protect on this build, too. I don't know. I'm assuming he has nothing to touch me. We'll find out right now. But if he just keeps going for Weather Ball, it's probably because he just has a Poison move. He has Weather Ball. He's not running a Grass move, or he's not running Earthquake. That one shot's Quillfish though. Round of applause for that Quillfish. Putting in a shit ton of work this game. Bunch of really clutch taunts, a bunch of solid damage. What do I want to get this kill? I think I'll go into Mouse Hold here. I think he just surrenders. There's no way he wins here because he's at -1 speed. I think at -1 I outspeed him. Like, even then, if I don't, like, there's no way he touches Heatran. He has nothing for Heatran here, so I think he just surrenders the game. He's gonna stay though. He's gonna stay. It's the one flaw though with Team Build. I think if I were this guy, I would actually go back to the Team Builder. And I would make some changes for Heatran, because Heatran legit, like, 1v6s his entire team. That's what I would go do, because he's so weak to Heatran. I know it's not the most common thing right now, but he just found out the hard way. If you do happen to go against a Heatran team with that team, like, you just get absolutely just destroyed by it. You have nothing for Heatran and just sweeps. Kind of what that really was. But the Quillfish put in some work there too, so not bad. Let's talk a little bit about this team. As for this team, what is the final verdict on Quillfish? Is it actually good with Eviolite? Is Hisuian Overquill? Is it actually a better mon than Quillfish? Overall, I think actually Quillfish isn't too bad, especially with this team. At least for some of the shit I've been playing recently. Like, if you guys missed the last few videos, I talked about it earlier, but we featured a team built around Weirdeer and like another one around Megmortar. I kind of made the prediction at the start of this that Quillfish is going to be better than both of those, and it actually is, so not really too difficult to kind of get that right. But at least when I brought the Quillfish for the majority of my games, at least did something, at the very least did damage, or got a clutch speed drop, or got a poison or something on something, and at least did something the majority of the games I brought it, so that by default, plus the decent typing, where a lot of the matches I did bring it, my opponent didn't have anything to really hit me for super effective damage, because I think it's only weak to ground types, so having the ghost, or the dark poison typing is also pretty good for, at least so you don't get hit by like super effective damage. You still take a lot of damage from like I went against a Flutter main that like was choice specs. Like I almost got one-shotted by it from like full health. I barely lived from it. I think it's because he got like a low roll, but like if you get hit by like a really harsh hitting like neutral move like specs or banded move with no intimidate or like any stat drops, you still get one-shotted by some stuff. But overall, I think it's not bad. If you guys want a really low tier like support mon, maybe Quillfish is what you're looking for, but at the same time, I don't know why you'd ever use it when there's so many other better supportive Pokemon in the game currently. So cool to kind of feature on this team though. Kind of a really fun team to use. Also really like the Heatran and the Sylveon. I think those are two MVPs for this team. I think I brought the Sylveon and the Heatran to like the majority of my matches. So Gastrodon kind of more situated. I think the Gastrodon was probably like the least brought mon that I brought to the majority of the games for this team, but I think just mainly because I had some bad matchups where my opponent has either a bunch of grass types or I would have to force a Terra onto the Gastrodon for it to do something, and I didn't really want to do that most of the time. Then you got the Zapdos on this team, which isn't too bad. You could argue if you really want to put the Tailwind onto the Zapdos, but at least the majority of the games that I brought it for this team, I didn't really need the Tailwind, but a lot of the teams I was going against were either like lower to mid-tier range speed. They were incredibly fast, so I mean, you could argue Tailwind, but I don't know. With this team, you can maybe get away with just having Helping Hand. And then the Maushold. The only problem with the Maushold is it gets completely walled by ghost types. If they have Flutter Mane, or like, which is the most common ghost currently, or like a bunch of other ghost types, there's some stuff that also, when I went against an Ursaluna that actually, I would have won the game. I don't know if you guys actually see this match, but I had a testing game where I had the Maushold. It was me versus Ursaluna, and the guy went a clutch Terra Ghost at like the last turn of the game, and completely made me irrelevant. Just won the game based off of Terra because I just didn't have anything to hit him. So if he never had Terra Ghost, I would have killed him and I would have won. But he had to clutch Terra Ghost Ursaluna and I ended up losing to him. So, but I don't know if you guys are gonna see that game because I don't know if I actually recorded it or not. I usually don't record my testing games, so apart from that, solid team. If you guys want to use the team, pokepaste down below, rental code up in the corner, show the creator of the team some support. At least when you guys are seeing this as well, I have another one of my teams I'm currently building. I have it in game currently. I'm trying to get it built, so within the next few days, hopefully I should have a brand new team for you guys. I'm going to probably feature, and we're going to be playing with, at least for a showcase and maybe a little bit on stream and stuff, so a bunch of really cool stuff. You guys don't want to miss that. I also have a bunch more stuff on the way you guys don't want to miss. If you guys like the video, leave a like, subscribe, share the video. I'm going to get out of here. Thanks for watching, everybody.